Galatians 2, verse 19 and 21. For through the law I have died to the law so that I might live for God. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not set aside the grace of God, for if righteousness comes through the law, then Christ died for nothing. I've had to read this over and over and over again, and every single time I've read it, the Lord so kindly revealed truth as I kept rereading it. Y'all, I've been struggling with identity, and I've been sitting with the Lord, and I've been wondering, like, Father, why do I feel so heavy and dead? And so kindly He said, Des, you've been going back and walking in your dead skin. You've been going back and walking in your dead flesh, and I understand that you're familiar with it, but I need you to come familiar with the new life that I have for you. And I just love how Paul said that we have been crucified with Christ. Being crucified, it only happened once. Once and for all did Jesus hang up on that cross. And it was in that very moment that those chains, the key to come out of our prison, was laid out right before us. And it's a decision that we must make. And it was a little imagery that my grandmother told me about a woman sitting in her own cage, in her own mess, but right there in hand's grasp, right in between the bars, was the key to unlock herself out of that cage. How much of us sit in the cage with the key right there, with Jesus right there, but yet we walk like zombies. We live in the old, and we wonder, Lord, why isn't anything new happening? We must understand that He cannot put new wine in old wineskins. Paul is saying so beautifully that we have been crucified with Christ. In verse 21, he says, I do not set aside the grace of God. So much of us think we are undeserving of His grace, so undeserving. We have done too much. We are too much full of shame, so much so that we just don't take up the offer of grace. But we cannot step into the new if we do not take hold of this free gift. We take hold of so much things that are definitely not gifts, more like knives stabbing us in the back. We take hold of those so much quicker than we do take hold of the grace of God, which comes with healing, comes with peace that surpasses all understanding.